Excuse me.
Yes, please. Would you like a drink or make you a coffee?
Oh yeah, thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
So how's the coffee? Is it good? I made it in my industry.
Yeah, it's very good. How much you want for a product?
Probably around 1,500,000 rupiah.
Is that the maximum income yet?
Ada.
Let's try to find the maximum income using StreamYard programming.
Okay.
So from the research, we have a maximum problem with the objective function is maximum z equal 10,500 x1 plus 13,500 x2, and in here we have five constraint function, that is 720 x1 plus 720 x2 less than or equal to 150,000 until 300x1 plus 300x2 less than or equal to 194,500. Okay, with x1 and x2 is greater than or equal to 0. And for solution, the first is we add the slack variable into an inequality to be equality. In here, we add one slack variable into each the constant function. So we get 720x1 plus 720x2 plus s1 equal 150,000. Okay, we add s1, s2, s3, s4, and s5 to each the constant function. And second, we got the new mathematical model. So we get the maximum z equal 10,500 x1 plus 13,500 x2 plus 0 s1 plus 0 s2 plus 0 s3, such that 720 x1 plus 720 x2 plus s1 equal 150,000, and so on. Okay, so we change the constant function into matrix, and for initial program or iteration will be explained with my friends.
The next step is to create an initial program by adding CP, VDP, and Q, code R. Next, we fill the column Q. Q is the constant of the constraint function, namely 150,000, 150,000, 500,000, 194,400 rupiah. Then, we fill in the VDP column. VDP is variable dalam basis in bahasa. In the initial program, the VDP is the slack variable. Then, we fill the CP column with coefficient variable dalam basis, which are all 0. In the next step, we find the K element. The K element is obtained by subtracting between ZG and CG, and ZG is obtained from the sum of the multiplication result between the coefficient basis and each coefficient of each variable. After that, we select the smallest value from the subtraction result between ZG and CG. That value will be in the K column. Then, we find the ratio. To find the ratio, we divide each constraint function constant by all the x2 coefficient of the various constraint function. After that, choose the smallest ratio value, and that's where the K row is. Then, we find the intersection between the K column and the K row, which is called the K element, namely 1,500. The next step, We transform the k row by dividing each element in the k row by the k element, and we get the result. Then we do another row transformation and we get the result as in the video.
Okay guys, next we will continue to the new simplex table. Now, so we input the Q column with the constraint of constraint function. That's the value is 78,100, 100,000, 54,000, and 164,400 rupiah. After that, we will fill the CB column with coefficient of VDB, which all set to 0 except for the row 2 because its value actually is 13,500 from the previous result. We also conclude all the row transformation for the previous step to match what is shown in this video. Next step is to find the Q element by subtraction CG from CG. To find ZG from x1, we multiply the first row coefficient basis by x1. Subtract the CG value from the ZG, which selects the smallest value from the subtraction, and the result between ZG and CG, the value is minus 6,000, and that minus 6,000 will be in the key column. Next, we calculate the ratio by dividing constraint function constant by x1 coefficient from the constraint function. We choose the smallest ratio, which is shown in the video that the value is 162.5 as the key ratio. The key element, which is shown in this video, the value is 480. Now we transform the key row by dividing each element in the key row by the key element, resulting what is shown in this video. Finally, we perform the row transformation on the other row as shown as the new row transformation process as the same as the previous step.
From that, we get another new tableau like this. Just like before, first, we need to find the value of Zi minus Gg. We get that all of the value from Zi minus Gg are non-negative. Then we can say we already find the solution. That is, the optimum solution is arrive with value of variable as x1 equals to 162.5, x2 is equal to 45.8333, and s3 is equal to 245,833.33, and s4 is 500, and for s5 is 131,900. Okay, so after that we want to check it, right? Then by the objective function, where z equals to 10,500 x1 plus 13,500 times x2, if we put the value of x1 and the x2, we will get the 1,706,250 plus 618,750, like that. And if we add it, we get the value of z is 2,325,000. It's the same like the z1 that we already get before. So that we can conclude, since z equals to z max, then the optimum value is concluded, like that.
So in here, we will show you how to use POMKM to solve this problem. Okay, I will share screen. We choose linear programming and choose new. Okay, and the title we fill it by project linear programming, copy carbon. And for the constraint function is this problem is 5, so the number of constraint we choose 5 2, and the number of variables is 2 because this is maximum problem, so the objective is maximized. And in here you can choose the row names and column names. In here I will choose constraint 1, constraint 2, so on, and the column names is x1, x2, x3, and then click OK. On the second, the third column in here is for objective function. So we click village. Okay, in the PubGM, we don't need to put a dot if the number is in the 1,000 or 100, because later it will become a comma. So we just write like this. Okay, and 3,500. And next we click solve in here. Now, X1 is coffee wrapped in regular packaging, and X2 is coffee wrapped in premium packaging. So if X1 is this, and X2 the result is this, so we got the optimal value is 2,325,000. Okay, and in here you can look the linear programming result, ranging, solution list, iteration, dual, and grep. Okay, first we click the iteration. Okay, and this is iteration 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Look the grep. Now, in here, the possibilities are present. Okay, if x1 is 0 and x2 is 0, so we get the optimal value is 0. If x1 is this and x2 is 0, so the optimal value is this. Okay, if x1 is 0, x2 is 100, so the optimal value is this. Okay, and for x1 is this and x2 is this, and we got the optimal value is this. Okay. Nah. So we can see in here x1 and x2 is basics or in Bahasa Invasive, and the value is this 5,000. Okay, maybe that's for
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.